Hey there, it's day 4. We're just about done. We've talked a lot about different ways to structure our list this week, weekly, daily, priorities, breaking them down into small pieces. So I just want to let some of that sink in and take the things that you learned from the past 4 days and continue to apply them. And if your day yesterday didn't go that great, well, sometimes we have one step back so we can go a couple steps forward, right? Stumble a couple steps forward. So today I want to talk about a little bit of a different piece on the productivity level, which is the power of I. Want to ask you a question. How are you filling your cup each day? Or do you run on empty? Or do you wake up and react to the world? How can you run on empty? You just feel washed out and drug out at the end of the day, right? So let's talk about filling your cup. Is it a massage? Is it reading a book, having a cup of tea, taking a hot shower? Well, there are some different levels of self-care that don't get a lot of lip service because people just kind of brush them under the rug as like, oh, I know I should do that, but I don't. So I just want to get into the deeper physiology of like sleep and exercise, because adequate sleep and exercise, let's face it, it makes you smarter, happier, more confident, more friendly, more productive. Like that has been proven, and you can see the results when you do it yourself. But it's not always as easy done as it is said. So if you're not doing some kind of self-care, your assignment today is consider adding something. Reply to me and tell me what you're going to do if you're not doing something now. Or if you are doing something now, let me know what it is. If you saw my to-do list this week, you might have seen that I was looking at adding a little sleep. I was a little sleep deprived getting this course ready to go for you guys. And I was a little sleep deprived. I was about at 5 hours of sleep. That's normal for some. For me, I work optimally at 7 to 8. So to increase that sleep, you don't just say, tonight I'm going to get more sleep. You are specific. Specificity is the sweet spot in attaining your goal. So make it small, make it reachable so you can crush that. And the psychology is there. You're like, yes, I did it. So just put on like an extra 30 minutes to 1 hour. Write it down. If you're not reaching things that should be second nature, then write them down, because we all need those reminders. We need that to be front of mind for us. So write down 30 minutes. And if you hit that, you did awesome. And then increase it the next day. Just gradient shifts that make us a little bit better every single day. What else? I feel like that is about it for today, except that I want to give you one bonus tip. I mentioned earlier about reacting to the day versus getting up and taking charge of your day. And one way to wake up and take charge of your day starts the night before, just like your list. Lay out the clothes that you want to have, like for the day that you want to have. Dress for the day that you want to have. Some days that might be yoga pants on a great little Saturday morning. But as someone who's been a new parent multiple times, I know that feeling where the yoga pants take you from day to day and you don't know what day it is. And so ever since I started laying out clothes the night before, I've been more thoughtful in my attire choices, less rushed. I have less closet apathy. So it's an all-around good thing, and it works for anyone. So give it a try tonight. Second thing I want to make sure I mention is yesterday I talked a lot about distractions, but I didn't want to give you another distraction. Today I wanted to give you a little bit of a resource or a tip for distractions. We talked about digital clutter, we talked about other things, but for example, like with laundry, if you have 5 loads of laundry sitting in front of you before the next one, that's a distraction. It inhibits you from getting it done because it feels like a mountain. It doesn't feel like one of those little molehills that we can jump over. So there's a lot of things like that in life. And I have been listening to a book on Audible called It's All Too Much, and it's a good one. And I recommend books on tape as of recently. I'm a recent lover of books on tape just because you can mow the lawn, do the dishes, whatever, and listen to that, or clean while you're listening to it. So that's one of those things that does work really well together. You can multitask and it works awesome. So your first book on Audible is free. If you go to audible.com, you can type that one in. And there's another one I can't think of. If I think of it, I'll put it in the text below. So I am excited for you guys. You have taken and gotten a lot this week that you just need to implement. If you fall off the horse, just get back on, just start over. And tomorrow is our last day together, so I'll see you then.